Hello, dear Pisces. Do you feel that soft chill in the air, as if a whisper full of mystery slides delicately across your skin? It's almost as if the morning was born with an ancient secret, ready to be unveiled by your sensitive soul. Before we start navigating the tides of your day, leave your like filled with good vibes. Subscribe so that each new cosmic breeze finds its way to you, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of these messages that the universe insists on sending. Oh, and share this moment with someone who needs a breath of lightness. And tell me here in the comments, which city are you seeing me from? Write together the phrase, "I activate cosmic energy," to create this beam of Pisces light together. Today, it seems that the sky woke up smiling, but in an almost silent way, as if offering you an invitation to perceive the essence of things far beyond what can be touched or explained. Maybe you've noticed a repetitive sound this morning, the dripping of a faucet, the ticking of a clock, or the distant chirping of birds, and somehow it sparked in you a desire to delve into that which would normally go unnoticed. Dear Pisces, and your sensitivity is a powerful compass that points to the invisible. It is what allows you to go through what, for others, would be just a common fog, and find a clarity that vibrates deep in your chest. So if the emotion seems confusing or intense, remember that your heightened perception is both a gift and a challenge, as it opens windows that few can even imagine. In the flow of the day, you will feel a confluence of forces inviting renewal, almost like a call to expansion. It's that feeling when the tides rise and recede, leaving the sand damp, shining under the sun. What does this mean for you? Perhaps the need to reorganize some priorities, rethink goals that were stored in a drawer, or even adjust your routine to have more time for yourself. While love is filled with small signs of tenderness, an exchanged smile, a message that warms the heart, a gentle touch, work calls for a pinch of strategy and calm. You are a master at understanding between the lines, but don't forget that the people around you may not read the world with the same intensity as you do. So, when a situation requires clarity and dialogue, be gentle but firm when expressing what you feel and want. In finance, there is a subtle invitation to look at what really matters. You may be prompted to consider whether certain expenses bring genuine happiness or whether they are just attempts to fill temporary voids. If, at some point during the day, you smell something sweet, like cinnamon, honey, or ripe fruit, and you're not sure where it comes from, take this as a reminder. You can find pleasure in the little things, without necessarily needing to go after big extravagance. After all, Pisces, your connection with the invisible means that a simple moment can feed your soul in a profound way. When we talk about health and well-being, your psychic energy also requires care. Sometimes you absorb the mood and emotions of others so much that you forget about yourself. Pay attention if you notice subtle tightness in your chest or slight physical fatigue for no apparent reason. These could be signs that your sensitivity is overloaded. Taking a few minutes for a long shower, feeling the water running down your shoulders, or even listening to soft music with your eyes closed can regenerate your strength. Water is often your element of healing and renewal. Allow yourself this contact tea, even if it is in the form of a simple glass of ice water, drunk with full attention, feeling the refreshment and internal cleansing it offers. In personal and professional relationships, there is room for exchanging affection and also for establishing limits. You, who are usually so empathetic, may come across people who see this quality and end up supporting you beyond belief. While affection heats up, work requires calm. If a project isn't flowing, don't get extremely frustrated. Take a breath and try again, perhaps from a different angle. Looking at situations through the lens of love, but without ignoring reason, is one of the lessons learned from your current moment. You don't always need to dive headfirst into everyone's pain or expectations. there are times when keeping a little emotional distance is also an act of love, especially if it protects you from unnecessary stress. Independence and partnerships blend in a delicate balance, almost like two sea currents that meet without clashing. Yes, you can follow certain paths alone, especially those linked to your art or your deep interests. But there is also room for fruitful collaborations, where two minds and hearts come together to create something that could never be done individually. Feeling authentic without giving up sharing ideas is a way of maturing and seeing the best of the universe manifesting itself in concrete actions. If you're in doubt about a partnership or project, look at the textures of the day. It could be the fabric of your clothes, the armchair you sit in, or even the feeling of the towel after a shower. If something feels excessively rough or, on the contrary, too soft, it could be a warning sign or confirmation of your decisions. In your plans and goals, there is a path that calls out to you, that of loving clarity. Before defining where you want to go, ask yourself if these goals still reflect the person you have become. Perhaps there is an old dream that has lost its luster, or a current desire that you haven't yet had the courage to put into practice. Think of it as reorganizing your internal drawers, removing old papers, and making room for new ideas. Your sensitivity is a beacon that illuminates unexplored paths, so trust your heart's instincts more. Sometimes, the greatest achievements come when you let go of what no longer makes sense, making space for what truly nourishes your soul. Spirituality and inner growth live around you like a soft song, reminding you that there is always a greater calling behind every mundane detail. If you notice a repetitive sound today, be it the clock telling the time, a drip of water, or even a song that keeps getting stuck in your head, stop for a moment and ask yourself, what does this sound want to tell me? It is in these silent messages that the universe finds openings to talk to you. The answer may come as a sudden insight or during a dream later on. What matters is being open to listening. However, there are challenges and obstacles that can emerge like unexpected waves. Don't be scared, dear Pisces. You, more than any other sign, understand the depth of the sea and the strength that exists in swimming against the current. See setbacks as opportunities to reevaluate priorities. It may be that what today seems like a huge obstacle will, in fact, reveal an alternative route that is much more aligned with your purposes. If, in the midst of this whirlwind, a common object appears that catches your attention, an old notebook, a keychain, a forgotten item of clothing in the closet, notice if it reminds you of memories or sensations that will influence your choices. This is the mystical warning of the day. Not everything that seems banal is actually meaningless. And now I ask you, did you notice something different today? A situation that shook your heart and made you wonder if there is some hidden conspiracy in the universe guiding you? Tell us here in the comments. Who knows? Maybe your experience will help other Pisces to see their own signs. And if you know someone who needs courage to get out of an internal storm, share this horoscope with them. Sometimes, a simple gesture of empathy is the cornerstone for building an entire castle of hope. At the end of this day, remember that you, dear Pisces, are not a simple traveler floating adrift. You are the entire ocean, overflowing with sensitivity, emotions, and mysteries, capable of both destroying barriers and nourishing the life around you. Therefore, do not fear its deep waters, nor be carried away by shallow seas that do not feed your soul. Always keep in mind that the waves can be choppy, but you maintain the essence and strength in every drop that makes you up. It is in this balance that his secret power resides, the ability to transform everything he experiences into poetry. So, click on the bell so that the stars never lose their way towards you. Enjoy this moment in which cosmic harmony is present and share your light with those who deserve it. Your day ends, but your inner universe continues to pulsate, ready for new encounters and sensations. remember that low tide and high tide are part of the same dance, and that you have within you all the tools to stay afloat even in the stormiest waters. Trust your intuition, trust your heart. You are art, you are a dream, and you are also reality. Gratitude for allowing me to enter that enchanted space that exists inside your chest, bringing messages that, I hope, illuminate your path. May the night envelop you with serenity, and may the dawn of the next day bring even more inspirations to this private universe that only you can offer the world. See you tomorrow, my sweet Pisces, where more revelations of destiny await to be discovered.